All right, CJ, after, I think BYU was leading by 13 or so with 7 minutes left. You guys really buckled down defensively, made a run, had opportunities to maybe tie or take the lead. Obviously didn't pull it out. Just kind of what are the emotions after kind of going through a game like this?
Losing is always a bummer, especially coming off a big win like that with all the momentum we had. It's just really disappointing to beat, Kansas and then come back and lose. But, our coaches been doing a good job telling us, this is a good team, which they are, and they came out ready to play. And like you said, we had a lot of chances. We was down 16 against Kansas and came back from that. So, I feel like that's why the game was so close at the end. We didn't give up. So, but it is a bummer to lose, of course.
Why the struggles offensively tonight, shooting just 29%?
I don't know. That's why defense is so important because sometimes you just have games like that, So I can't really comment too much on why. That's something that when we watch film, we'll, dissect that problem. But as of right now, we just need to pass the ball a little more. We only had about 6 assists this game, I think. So that's pretty much what it is.
You guys shot 29%, but we're down by 1 with under a minute left in the game. You guys stayed competitive the whole game.
Yeah.
What does that show about your defense?
We got a lot of long, athletic guys. We're a big team this year, so that's something that we knew going into the game was our defense was going to mess them up. In practice, we've been running them off the line. We know their gameplay. The coaches did a really good job with the scouting report. So it's just about honing in on defense and our size and athleticism.
Is there anything from tonight's game that you could look back on positively?
Of course, like you said, we was down 1 point, shooting 29%. That says a lot about our defense, and defense wins games. Unfortunately, we just couldn't pull this one out, but I feel like if we have that same game against a lot of teams, we might come out with the win. And then on the days that our shots is falling and we play that same defense, defensive masterpiece, we get some blowouts,
On the night when you lose by 5, you miss 12 free throws. How much does that sting on both sides?
I'm about to go get some free throws up right now after this game, after this meeting. It's just disappointing because, they free buckets. And at the end of the game, when you look at how many you miss versus what the score is, it's definitely disappointing.
Your free throw struggles, both the team's free throw struggles particularly came in the first half, going 5 for 13 then. You guys did improve to 16 of 20 in the second half. What would you say the difference was for you guys between the first half and the second half when it came to getting on the line?
Just naturally, like the beginning of the game, sometimes you just got to see the bucket go in a little bit. Maybe guys just saw it go in, and then towards the end of the game, they just had their feel going. And, of course, the game means more at the end. So not to say it doesn't mean anything at the beginning, but just naturally you start to try to make more shots and go a little harder at the end there.
You guys had a great environment here for the crowd the past 2 games, but you guys are going on the road back-to-back. How is it going to be playing on the road after taking a loss in the first game to Kansas State?
That's the beauty of the Big 12. It's just another opportunity for us. But the games aren't going to get easier, so starting tomorrow and the next day it's next play. Forget about this. Well, not really forget about it. Learn from it and just move on and just take advantage of every opportunity given to us.
BYU's coach said he didn't really know what to expect in terms of UCF's atmosphere in the building. He thought maybe be one of the maybe lower tier ones in the Big 12. He said it's the best they've experienced, and they just played at Baylor the other night. What can you say about the fans coming back out tonight and kind of the energy that they helped you when you made that run?
Yeah, UCF always had a good student section, and now we're just starting to get more fans rolling in. Especially off the past game we just had. I know students wanted to come out and just repeat that. So that's why it's important that we keep winning games. It's just no more losses because we want to keep the students engaged, keep the fans engaged so that they can keep popping out because they're a big reason why we win sometimes.
Just a couple of games now into this Big 12 schedule, but what have you learned about this league so far?
It's physical. Basketball is just a physical sport, but, they're not calling calls that you normally would get in other conferences. But, me personally, I'm pretty equipped for that because I played in the Pac-12 at Oregon, and they're pretty similar as far as that. But, yeah, it's real physical, so it's important in practice that you don't really cry about calls because in the game you're not going to get them anyway.
All good? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,